Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Nice New to Meet You, the one and only podcast by SSA, where we answer some of the most frequently asked questions about SNU and Korean culture. I'm your host, Junyoung Kim.
Kim, Chongun Kwon. So each episode comes with fresh topics, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to stay tuned. And maybe drop a question in the comments down below for our next episode.
Nice to meet you, and let's talk about some questions about what we all remember from our entrance exam day.
So in my case, I have a vivid memory of my entrance exam because I'm still a freshman. And while I was preparing for the interview, I remember all the professors' names and faces before going into the interview to relieve my tension and boost all my confidence. I also remembered each professor's specific major so that I can use that information in my interview speech. And I was trying to tell them that I really strongly want to come into this university and especially this major. And I think I tried to appeal myself to the maximum.
Well, I remember studying Japanese when I was in high school. So I went to a foreign language high school where I had to specialize in one language other than English. So unlike my classmates, I was not really into Japanese culture at first, but just to improve my Japanese, I started watching Japanese dramas and animes. And at the end, I turned into an otaku. So yeah, it was really a fun experience to learn about different cultures. And thanks to that memories, when I'm meeting Japanese visitors as an ambassador, I have tons of topics to talk about with them. Yeah.
And let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is the Bab-yak. And have you ever experienced of Bab-yak?
Yes.
Yeah. So Bab-yak literally means you promise to have a meal together. Usually a freshman contacts a senior if they can grab a meal together. And even though they're not really close, it's completely normal to meet up just for the Bab-yak. It's like a tradition of networking, like a Korean version of coffee chat. Usually a senior would share advice and tips about school life, and seniors would pay them back later, as a thank you Bab-yak. Yeah, so it's like our tradition to share tips and make connections.
I've also done Bab-yak and Boon before, and I have an experience of Boon in Seorip. Seorip is a short term of Seoulde Ikgu, and so my friends in my class were doing Bab-yak and Boon in Seorip, so we met up together with the other seniors and other juniors, and this was around April, so this was when we were not that close to each other, but after this get-together, we became really close to each other. So I think it was a really nice opportunity to become friends with the seniors and also the friends in general.
That's great experience. And let's move on to the MT. Have you ever been lots of MT? And MT stands for membership training, and it is an event we go on such kind of field trip for 1 night, 2 days within the grade or class or student clubs. I was the president of the class, so I planned and made lots of MT. And I have some experience of making recreations or making board game with alcohol. And do you have lots of MT or memorable experiences?
Biggest thing I remembered was that in our MT we had a corpse room. So a corpse room is basically a room that you put in dead drunk people inside. And my friend was really drunk, but she tried to keep on coming out of that corpse room. So we were like, no, don't come. But she kept on trying to come out, so that was kind of a hard time.
Mm-hmm. In my case, since my department is pretty small, we have an annual MT that every single person in our major can participate. Even professors come along too, so it's a great opportunity to interact with them in a more casual setting. Last year, we had 2 professors coming to our MT, and we had conversations about career plans, and they even joined the drunken games together. And the most memorable thing was we talked about the admission interviews, they shared how they felt about us. So yeah, it was really interesting for us.
Then should we now talk about meeting? So I think this is the most important topic. So in Korea, we have this thing called a meeting, which is a Korean expression for group blind dates. And it's not a meeting in terms of like academic and business official meetings, but it's like a meeting. So like you're trying to meet a potential dating partner and you're trying to find your girlfriend and your boyfriend. But I think it's a really fun experience. And it's kind of considered as a privilege for the freshmen because the older you get, the less likely you'll be able to get on one. And so how this works is that at the beginning of the semester, you might see some posts in a group chat, like we're looking for 3 girls to join a meeting with like the economics department. And it gets filled in like 3 seconds, right? 3 seconds,
Right.
2
Yeah,
seconds.
that's right.
And it gets so boomed, and I think it's a good experience that you have to have when you are a college student. So do you guys have any experience of meeting or like funny experiences?
I've experienced meeting as a freshman, like the first month of the freshman year, and they were from the department, like another department at SNU, and I was so confused to find out that one of the guys in the meeting already had a girlfriend at that time. Like sometimes it is possible to join the meeting even if they have a girlfriend or boyfriend with the partner's permission, but he had to let us know before the meeting, but he didn't.
Oh.
And I've been one with people in same university, and I actually have an experience that we bumped into by accidentally in the campus.
That must be so awkward.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you say hi to each other?
Oh no, but maybe we recognize each other, but yeah, we didn't say hi. Yeah, that's right.
I had a meeting with a dentistry major student which is from another school. But they wore their school uniform, their 과장, to Gangnam. So we were like impressive, and it was very embarrassing because we had to walk together from the street. So my friends and I were like, do they have to brag about their school to the whole world? So it was really fun. Yeah.
There's also a thing called after.
Yeah.
Like, so after the meeting, if you like each other, you would like send message to them and like we can grab a meal together someday. Have you experienced that?
I've actually tried one after, but it did not go well. So yeah.
What about you?
I have also one after, but yeah, same.
So sad.
Yeah, and now that we had fun, so let's move on to the academic stuff. What can we expect to learn from each major? Are there any specific programs in your department or like that? First, I'm in the Department of Political Science and International Relations, and in our department, we have the name of Model UN and Model Assembly, which put on a political or diplomatic academic play to the audiences. And also we have some academic society called AFLA, which means Asian Future Political Leaders Association, which includes major universities from Korea, China, and Japan, and Taiwan. Yeah. And do you have any experiences or academic stuffs in your departments?
So in my case, I major in Chinese language and literature in the College of Humanities. So there are a lot of activities that make use of each major languages. So for example, there's a foreign language play festival held right after the start of the second semester where students put on plays in their own major languages. And it's really special because everything from planning to directing is done by the students themselves. And because I told you I'm majoring in Chinese language and literature, our department runs a Chinese camp during the vacation where we get intensive Chinese lessons and also have chances to explore like Chinese cultures and languages itself. And it's partly supported by the College of Humanities. So it's a really popular program that many students want to join because we get money from the department and we can use that money to study and also play together with our friends. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to learn.
I'm majoring in anthropology, which is a study of different cultures and different societies. And field work is a crucial part of anthropology. So I had a chance to visit China, Yanbian last year with the professors and my classmates. So even in there, I had to make my own research project and like conduct several interviews with the ethnic Korean called Joseon족 living there. So it's not really a normal place to visit as a traveler, so it left a strong impression on me.
So now let's move on to balance game. So our first question is to date an ideal time versus coming to SNU. So what would you choose?
To be honest, I've never dated anyone in my life, so I don't think I'll be too suitable to answer this, but like, why not? Why can't you still date your ideal type and come to SNU? I think they're compatible.
Because it is balance game, so you need to choose one. Yeah.
Wait, you think you're able to study and go on a date with your ideal type at the same time?
I tend to study harder whenever I have a crush on somebody because like I want to be a better version of myself. So yeah, but if I have to choose one of them, I would just come to SNU and find someone that I like on the campus.
I think that's hard. Then how about Chaunu? Like, he's Chaunu, and he wants to date you. He wants to meet you.
But like dating somebody does not mean I get to marry the person. So I would just choose to come to SNU.
Okay, then how about you? Do you have like your ideal type?
Actually, I don't have my own ideal type, so that is the reason I will choose the second one, come to SNU. Yeah.
Have you ever dated before?
Yes, but it was not good results. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So both of you are trying to come to SNU.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I think if it's Chaunu, I would definitely date Chaunu because he's Chaunu.
So what is your ideal type?
My ideal type is a tall, handsome, kind, and smart guy. So he does not exist in this world. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then should we move on to our next question?
Yeah.
So our second question is to have a first class, like 9 a.m. class every week versus having a huge time gap between classes. What would you choose?
I'm definitely not a morning person, so without 9 a.m. classes, I would never wake up early. So I would just prefer to like come to school early and start my day.
How did you wake up today? Because we gathered at 9 a.m.
Actually, I stayed up late last night, so I had only 5 hours of sleep. 5 hours of sleep, so I just set an alarm. Yeah. But I don't usually wake up with the alarm. It's really hard for me to listen to it. Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
And I will also choose the huge gap between the class because I actually commute to school from the Dangsan station, which is the west part of Seoul. So, yeah, it took about 1 hour and 15 minutes for me to come to school. So it is really hard and difficult in the morning because there are lots of people in the subway or in the bus. Yeah. So, yeah, I will choose the huge gap.
Then if you have a long break time, what would you usually do?
Actually, I'm now the president of our department, so I have lots of things to work and also class homeworks like that. So I have lots of things to do during the huge gap. Yeah.
Like making empty plans.
Yeah, that's right.
What about you?
Because I live in the dorm, I think having the first class is better for me because after the first class, I can get back to the dorm and like sleep. So I would choose the former choice.
And what was the longest break that you ever had in university?
I think it was 3 hours. But I think because I'm a freshman, so I tend to like play every day. So within that 3 hours, I like went to Seoul with my friends and ate like lunch. So it didn't really feel long.
Yeah, we can also visit our common room, the department, and like have chat with friends.
Yeah, that's right.
This semester, I actually have 6 hours of break on Thursday. So my class ends at noon, and the SSA session starts at 6. So I have 6 hours of break.
Did you not sit down?
I dropped one course, so that's why I'm sad. Yeah.
Okay. So the last but not least, the last question is sitting next to a couple that is kissing inside the Kwantung Library versus seeing a what is this Gorani come into to the library before your exam. What would you choose?
Actually, couples kissing each other has nothing to do with me, so it does not bother me at all. But like Gorani running around the library would be super distracting, and it would be a chaos, like right before the exam especially. So I would just study right next to the couples.
I think seeing a Gorani before the exam could make me get a dopamine rush. So I think I could like be wide awake before the exam. So I think Gorani is better than seeing a couple kissing next to me in a library that is so awkward.
That's right. And I have a question about how far does the Gorani comes into the library?
Like in front of you?
In front of you. Maybe eye contact will be quite scary because that Gorani is quite big and it is really loud. I know about that. So at that case, I will choose kissing couple in front of me. Yeah.
I heard that like we have Kwantung Mountain right next to the campus, so the dog, like the big dog from the mountain, would come next to the dormitory.
I saw him yesterday.
Yesterday?
I was going back to the door. I saw this dog going by.
Like how huge is that? I've never seen it.
It's actually not that big, you know. It's like this big.
Is that 1 or 2, 3? Like
I heard that it's 2 dogs. But I don't know if that's the same dog or what, but yeah.
But they are not threatening you, right?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I've never been bitten by them, so it's okay.
Alright, that's all for today's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it and got to learn more about SNU and Korean culture. If you want to hear more from us, please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, and leave the comments down below. Then see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.